Hello. Hi YouTube. I'm hoping people can hear me if there is anyone here. I don't really know what I'm doing, if I'm honest with you. Oh, hello. Can you hear me? Sorry. I'm trying to figure out the settings. It's my first time, guys. I'm a learner. You got to bear with me. Do you know what? I was going to do a TikTok live whilst doing this. How insane would that be, considering I can't even get the software to work properly? So I believe that you are currently a couple of seconds behind me. So I'm seeing like a lag here, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference. It might just take me a second or two to read your comments, so bear with me. And thank you so much for joining me today, Christina. Lovely to see you. I wasn't expecting anybody. I was like, it's going to be a ghost town over here at Esotera Tarot today, but that's fine. We've all got to start somewhere. And I've been wanting to do lives for ages, so I've never done a live. Not on YouTube anyway. I did a TikTok live once for 3 seconds by accident. For some reason TikTok granted me access to lives, even though I have 41 followers. I never use the thing, and it's not even under Esotera Tarot. It's my personal account. Anyway, I did that for like 3 seconds. So this is technically my second live. So welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I thought I'd leave it a few minutes. Absolutely, one step at a time. Thank you. Do you know what? Thank you just for being the one. Do you know what? You're the OG, Christina. You're the OG. Okay, shout out to Christina for people who are watching this back. I thought I'd just sit. I was going to have like maybe something prepared to talk about, just to give people, 10 minutes rather than jumping straight into the readings. If there were enough people here at first, I was going to ask what decks we should use maybe. I mean, I do always like using the Rider-Waite, of course. But I'm just going to be doing the timeless check-in as usual. I've been going back and forth between the pocket archetypes, because I love them, and the spirit animals. They seem to be the two favourites here. What do you reckon, Christina? Do you know which one that you'd like to see? Maybe I can pull a card for you, Christina, since you're the only one here. I also have to keep looking over here, by the way. I have no idea on how to see how many people are here, how many people are watching. Is it one? Is it none? Is it two? Oh, we got two! We have someone else. Hello, other person. Oh, do you like it? Thank you. I did this whole room myself. Even this. People said, Lydia, you're mad. How could you put grass on your wall? I said, trust me. Trust the process. You guys can't see the other side of this room. It's all cupboards here, which I also painted like a moss green. Because when I moved in, this was completely just an office. Well, actually, with a big bed. There's hardly any room in here. And I didn't want to knock all these out. That'd be super expensive and long. So I worked with what I had. And I put this up. And I tried to make it look like a garden fence. Like a hedge at the top. And then all my little trinkets. Look, I love this one. I don't even know what this is. I bought this off of, I shouldn't have done, never do this, okay? I'm not advocating for anyone to do this, but do not buy crystals off of Temu. I don't know what possessed me to. Go to your independent retailer, support local businesses. But I had a moment of weakness when I saw this one, and it was promised to me, it was supposed to be about that big. But it's super cute. And then I've got my pyrite. My fool's gold. This was my grandmother's, and I loved it as a child because I thought it was real gold and I thought we were rich. So she actually left this to me specifically in her will because she knew how much I love the pyrite, the fool's gold. Just little bits that I've collected over the years, little trinkety bits. This is a bit off of the wall. I like to recycle, reuse and recycle. I've got my obelisk mirror, my shadow mirror here for divination. You're supposed to just stare into it and see what you see, but I mostly just see me, so I find it distracting. But maybe one day, maybe I'll get into that and tea leaves and all of that jazz and do more episodes of that, not just tarot on the channel. Oh, yes, exactly. Do you know what as well? Okay, I had another TMU moment of weakness. I saw a gumball machine and my daughter really wanted one. So I was like, okay, I'll get the gumball machine. And I ordered it and it was a fridge magnet of a gumball machine. I couldn't even be mad because that just serves me right? I mean, there's some cool stuff on there that turns out to be alright. But I've not had any luck. I've not had any luck at all. And then I've got friends that use Vinted. They've all had nightmares on that, so I've not used that. I daren't use it. But maybe one day, maybe when I'm feeling brave. But because I heard it's really good. A lot of people do get a lot of good stuff off of there. Particularly if you're into designer stuff, which I'm not. You know, as long as I'm not naked, I'm happy. So I'm not bothered. But some people are, and they want it for cheap. Like, absolutely. I'm all for reusing and recycling. I advocate, as Esotera Tarot advocates. Right, I'm sorry if I miss anybody out. I'm trying to read. And, oh, hello. Oh, hi. Do you know what? Do you know when you see people from the comment section? In my head, I have a way of pronouncing your usernames. And then now I'm like, I want to say hello to you, but I don't know if the way I pronounce your username in my head is correct. So I'm going to try and Kirito, is that correct? Wonderful, thank you so much for your support and all your love to the channel. I think I'm following you at this point as much as you're following me, honestly. I'm so glad to see you. We've got 3 people. I thought, and it's, oh, I almost got it. I thought it was at 3:33 for a second there on the average view duration, which would have been cool. It would have been 333, but it wasn't. It was 331. So we were a little bit off of the magic number, but it's okay. We'll try for next time. Thank you. Oh, I love you too. Absolutely adore you. Thank you so much for being here and being on the live. What time is it for everyone, by the way? I'm trying to figure out the time zones. I've done it not as late as I can for the UK. I could probably push it back an hour, maybe even 2, with it being a Sunday. I mean, the spiritual community tend to be night owls, in my experience. So if you tell me what... No, I'm not brave. No, I am brave ordering things online until I got burned twice. I'm fine with Amazon because, you know, Amazon are really good. You know, if you're not happy with your purchase from Amazon, they are too rich and too lazy to argue with you. They'll just give you a refund or whatever it is you want. They're just like, yeah, just go away. Just take what you want. And they're super quick. I don't mind Amazon. Amazon pretty much supplied the entire studio, more or less. Although I don't know where I got the plants from. I've had these plants so long. I got this one when I first moved out of my parents' home. Oh, it must have been almost 20 years ago. It's the same plant. I don't even know what it is. I tell you what, for an earth sign, I'm really bad at keeping plants alive. This one's determined. So if anyone knows what species of plant this is, I would really appreciate it. So, from Thailand, it's 2 in the morning. Is that 9:13 in Austria? Is that in the AM or the PM? Joa, thank you. Thank you, Kirito from Thailand. I didn't know you were in Thailand, to be honest. I don't know where anyone is, unless they state specifically. We have a lovely Russian lady who comes in and comments quite a bit as well. I get to, I've learnt some new Russian words, thanks to her, when I've been trying to Google Translate. Amazon is safer. Don't like to give my money to Bezos, but it's hard not to sometimes. Do you know what? You just got to not think about it. I think when it comes to stuff like that, it's so big and so complex. No matter what you do, if you follow the trail, the paper trail, the money trail, it leads to some kind of corruption somewhere that you don't know about. Because these big businesses, they hide a lot. They hide a lot of stuff that goes on. Yeah, we're going down the rabbit hole a little bit now, but they do. So I'm like, okay, don't think about it. I try and lessen purchasing from the obvious ones, but yeah, I must admit I'm bad with Amazon. Not as bad as I used to be. used to have packages blocking the doorway. Not now, but that's when I first moved in and I had nothing. So I needed to get plates, I needed to get like the knives and forks, I needed cushions, I needed bed sheets, I needed like everything all at once. I got tired of the packaging, to be honest. Hello, Love Crochet. I love that name, by the way. Love Crochet. Looking forward to the readings. Thank you. I'm so touched that everybody's here. This, do you know what? This is a smash hit. I was like, there's going to be no one. Maybe one person will breeze by. 5. Awesome. Normal shops don't offer what you need most of the time. That's true, actually. That is true. It's a shame because I kind of missed... Do you know what I miss? I miss Christmas shopping. Those of you who celebrate Christmas might understand this. At least when I was a kid. So I'm 37, right? So when I was a kid, you were going to town, you would do your Christmas shopping. It would be wild. It would be packed. You'd see people you knew all going to the same place. You don't get that now. We do have beautiful Christmas markets. So I always save, so me and my friends, we do a Secret Santa, so I always save my Secret Santa gift to get from the Christmas market, so I've got some reason to go, right? They don't do that anymore. I do miss that. I don't miss the fact my mum would drag us around the town for hours when I was a kid and my feet would hurt. Well, you got eyes on the 2 piles of blue cards in the middle. Could you tell me more about it? These two. So we've got this is from the Shadow deck. This deck has a whole backstory that I will tell you about one day. Was it these two? This one's green. These are a set. So this is above and this is below. And what I like about this deck is, so this top one is very ethereal, it's very spiritual, like looking at the artwork there, right? It's very, very like deep and detailed. And this is meant to be like the higher energies. And then this one is like the day-to-day energies, like how things manifest in real life. So the artwork is very much like scenes you'd see in day-to-day living. And they come as a set. One day I'll tell you about those cards. They are beautiful. I love them. I mean, look at this. This is the 8 of Pentacles. If you can see that. Oh, I got my ring light working again, so you should be able to see that. How is the lighting, everyone, by the way? Are we good? Can you see me okay? Do I have to put the big light on? I don't really want to. It makes me look awful. But I will, if you want to see the cards. Is everything okay? Right. Well, we've been like 8 minutes. I mean, I'm happy just to sit and talk. I mean, obviously I'm going to do the readings. Obviously. But I'm not like going to, you know, rush straight into cards. Give a bit more time. I'd have sat here probably for 20 minutes by myself anyway. Even if you guys weren't here. So thank you so much for keeping me company. So does anyone else here read tarot? I've wanted to ask. Anyone have any tarot reading experience? Or even if you just know some of the cards. Oh, it is GMT. Greenwich Mean Time. So it's 20 past 8 in the UK at night. And I was 10 minutes late coming on because I didn't know what I was doing. Basically. I'm not going to make up some fancy excuse like I was stuck in a meeting. No, I just didn't know what I was doing. The thing is with lives, you can't really fiddle about with the settings, and you don't find out if it's working or not until you go live. Which, as a Virgo, I hate that, because I like to make sure everything is in its place and that all the equipment's working and that I'm prepared. But you have to wait until you go live to find out if your live settings are working or not. Whereas like TikTok, again, I'm not on TikTok, not as Esotera Tarot. I have my personal TikTok account, which I only have so people can send me TikTok like reels and stuff. I barely use it. But for some reason, I have been granted TikTok live access. That, you just press a button. Go. On this, no, I have to go into OBS. No, I have to go to camera to OBS to YouTube, make sure the streaming keys are matching up, make sure all the bit rates are matching up, and I only learnt about that just now, 10 minutes before going live. Do I plan to do tarot teaching in the future? Yes, I do. I would love to do that. And I know some of them, not in the what the combinations mean. Do you know what, right? So that is where the difference is between a tarot reader and an intuitive tarot reader. So there's no fixed, right? You see the Queen of Wands and the Four of Cups, it means this. It gives you a feeling, but you get that once you know the cards pretty well. Forget the books. Forget the books. Now going back to the question of whether or not I teach tarot, yes, I would. As soon as I can get someone to edit the videos, that would free up like half my week. And then I could do teaching materials. But I don't know how I deliver it. Would I do it through video? Because I do like that one-to-one teaching method. And then if you couldn't make the live class, you could download it later. Or would I do a written thing? Which, to be honest, I don't like the idea of, because I couldn't learn through reading in one ear, out the other. I learned tarot from watching other people. And a couple of YouTube videos, I guess. Anyone who's heard of Kippy's Quest, that's a really good one. I didn't learn through Kippy's Quest, but Kippy's Quest not only does the tarot, he's on YouTube. I'll plug him in the description after I've published this. So he does videos, but he also does, he goes into tarot, but he also goes into the original meanings behind the tarot in terms of like the Tree of Life and esoteric mysticism and the Golden Dawn, and which created the original Rider-Waite. And then even plants and herbs that are associated with each card and each planet that's associated with each card. Like I know my planets pretty well, but you know, when it comes to associating the planets with each card, I don't know all of them. Because all of them have some of them have 3 planets associated with them. So yeah, that one's still pending, but I'll get there. I will. Videos would be easier, I think. Videos would be easy. Oh, you'd love to be my student, Carito. Thank you. Also, please confirm that I'm pronouncing your name right. I don't know if you did already. And the light is fine. Thank you, Love Crochet. We have new people. We have 8 people now. Oh, hang on. Sylvia Roxor. Hello. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining. Alex Sanchez, thank you. From Germany. Wow. Do you know what? It amazes me that I've got people from all over the world here. That's why YouTube is great. It's great. I mean, if anyone told me, well, I say this time last year, the channel's almost a year old, by the way. The channel was a year old in 4 days. But if anyone told me, I guess, 2 years ago, that I'd be chatting and getting to know people in Germany and Thailand and all over the world, like I'd be like, no. I do have a friend in Canada. She's great. I have a friend in Florida. He's amazing. I've met my friend in Canada before. She flew over to come see me. So I'm used to international people, but not like this. Not a cool collective of you. That's awesome. Oh, thank you. My videos would be an amazing guide. Do you know what? I think just watching tarot in general, and I'm going to plug my fellow tarot readers. Sorry, I was saying the difference between an intuitive tarot reader and just a tarot reader. Now, I've seen both types on YouTube, where you get someone, right, and they just go, let's just do a little, this isn't a reading, I'm not saying intentions, this is just an example. They just do, okay, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, we've got Judgment, and we've got the Knight of Wands. Now they could just go, okay, something about stability, new beginning, instability, something in your life is going to change, you're excited about it. That's it. And you put them all together the rest of the time. It's hard because I'm not setting intention, but say for example, it would be like, okay, maybe you're aware of this opportunity, but with Judgment and the Ace of Pentacles, I feel you've already been offered this opportunity. You're deciding whether or not to take it. You're excited to take it, but there's also a nervousness to this Knight of Wands. Let's clarify. And then you go, oh yeah, the Emperor, it's a confidence issue. That's intuitive reading. So you don't necessarily need to know exactly what the cards are. You just have to know generally what they mean. So like the Emperor is confidence, assertion, knowing your stuff. It's a form of wisdom, but it's wisdom in action. Like that. And you get that from watching lots of different readers with lots of different interpretations of all basically the same energy. And it just sticks. Trying to read a book, for me, it never worked. I'd read it and I'd be like, okay, the Hermit, okay. And I'd read it, and in that moment, I'd get it. And then I'd walk away 5 minutes later, poof. Also, do a card a day for yourselves. So just get a deck, right? Pull one card for that day. Don't look at what it means. Don't look it up. Just look at it. And if you want to be an intuitive reader, and just look at how it makes you feel. And then put it aside somewhere, but keep it out. Go about your day. See if there's anything in your day that made you feel how that card made you feel. And then at the end of the day, read up on what that card means. That's a way of learning tarot and also starting to exercise your intuition, because intuition is a muscle. Some people are born with it. Some people are born with their intuitive energy wide open. They're your like natural psychics, people who can talk to people on the other side, people who can predict future events. They were just born with that that muscle already like shredded. The rest of us all have that ability in a spectrum, but the more you work on it, the more you push the needle to opening it up and opening it up. To the point where, so I have a mentor, but she's a natural psychic, and she always says to me, Lydia, you do not need the cards now. And I'm like, no way I'm getting rid of my babies. How dare you suggest such a thing? The Woodlands, the After Tarot deck is so fascinating. I like it so much, the way you read all the tarot decks. Yeah, the Woodwood. Well, it's the Wildwood. This is my first ever tarot deck. This is where I made my first mistake. Yeah. I didn't. So I come from a family of tarot readers. My mum reads tarot. My aunt read tarot. Every Friday and Saturday night was reading tarot for friends, for family, for each other. I didn't read, not while you were a child. So in my family, and usually in the tradition, and I'm not saying all tarot readers need to do this, but there's a sort of cultural understanding to not read tarot for anyone under 18. The reason being that you've got so much potential, your energy could go so many different ways at such a young age, and often children will like grasp hold of an idea and then they'll say, right, that's what I need to do, and it narrows down their potential, and it might not end up being where they want to be at 25 anyway, because energy changes. So I didn't have my tarots read for a long time. I didn't really go near a tarot deck till I was about at least 16. And I refrained from reading for myself, even though I'm 16 and rebellious, so I did anyway. I wasn't supposed to. It was just so I could learn and see them. And that was the original Rider-Waite. But I got excited, and I bought the Wildwood because it looked pretty. I really liked the box. Is the box anywhere? Hang on, I'm going to show you guys the box. 1 second. The box, I love the box. I saw this box on the shelf and it called to me from across the room, right? But the thing is with the Wildwood, it's based on Rider-Waite. It's not the Rider-Waite. There's differences. So when you buy a deck, this is just my advice, you don't have to take it, but when you buy a deck that is not Rider-Waite, you have to almost learn the Rider-Waite and then the interpretations of this deck, because each other deck that's not Rider-Waite has its slightly different interpretations in it that you also need to learn on top. So I'd advise anyone learning, just get yourself a basic Rider-Waite, then go into the decks that call to you. I'd say my learning was significantly slowed down by this deck, but I love it. Now it's not, now it's enhanced by the decks. I'm fluent now. And it's all Celtic tradition, which obviously being English, it speaks to me. And look, there's the Hermit. I was talking about him earlier. They are really beautiful. The Three of Cups. So it's animal based. Well, it's animal and people. That's what I like about it. Animals and people in this one. I mean, the King of Cups is so handsome in this one, and it's also softer. So like death is the journey. It's not so scary, right? Probably why I was drawn to it in the first place as a kid, you know, not so ominous. But yeah, this deck has been with me for 20 years. This actual deck, I've never replaced it. I've never updated it. I've never gotten a new one. If I had to, I'd probably break my heart. One day I will have to. Inevitably, you do have to. And And yeah, need guided on intuitive readings, absolutely. And they, oh, do you know what? So many tarot cards that are beautiful. I mean, a lot of readers on YouTube use the light seers. It doesn't do it for me. Like, I've seen the light seers artwork. It seems too cartoony for me. That's my preference. No shade on the light seers. Very popular deck. Highly recommend. I'd say actually, if you're beginning, I'd say the light seers is probably also all right to use, because that is pretty much straight from the Rider-Waite. My favourite is the Egyptian Art Nouveau. I bought the pocket size. I kind of regret it. I wish I had bought the normal sized ones, but I just think the artwork's beautiful. I mean, look at Strength. I'm actually going to get these printed and hung in my house. Like, it's gorgeous. So there's an original Art Nouveau, and this is specifically the Egyptian one. But I mean, the world's a bit odd. I find the world to be a bit of a bit of a weird one. So is Temperance. But oh, that's what I'm getting the Fool at the top of the stairs. I'll show you. The thing is, the reason I haven't got it yet is because I have to send the card to the printers. And firstly, I'm nervous about parting with a tarot card, even one singular one. And two, it slows down the readings. I won't be able to use it for a video. I'd say this is the second most used deck after the Rider-Waites for the channel. But look at how beautiful this is. I'm getting this at the top of the stairs. So the first thing you see in the morning is the Fool, because it represents every single day you wake up, get out of bed, new day, new beginning, right? And at the top of the stairs, it's so poetic. And then I've got to think, well, what else do I want in the hallway? And that's where I come a bit stuck and start overthinking like a Virgo. Do I have the, what are they? The Lenormand cards. Do you know what? Let me Google that. What do they? I probably do. I don't think I have them, but I think I know which ones you mean. I don't know how to pronounce these things. Because I am not really part of the tarot community. I know that sounds crazy. Oh, yeah, I've seen them before. No, I haven't. They're gorgeous, though. Sorry, I will look back at the camera in a minute. I am just... 36 card. Oh, yes. Are they the ones that are just mostly major arcana? Because they have less cards, don't they? And they were they the original playing cards in which tarot originates? I think so. Do you know what? I thought about making my own deck. Because the thing is, I'm an artist. By training. I went to art school. Then art school killed my passion, as most formal education does for a lot of things that are creative, right? Again, it's time. If it's something I do, it'll probably be about 10 years from now. Because I'd get too involved. I'd want to, like, I wouldn't work with an artist. I'm like, no, I am the artist. I don't trust anyone with my tarot deck. Maybe if I do one card a month from now, then how many months? Yeah, for like 5 years, 6, 7, 8 years from now, we might have a deck. What do you reckon? Did you get some cards from your mum? How do you feel while using them? I did have cards from my mum. I don't have cards from my mum anymore. I know. So that was, it was an original Rider-Waite, was the first one. It's slightly different. I forgot what it was called. It was a slightly different deck than the Rider-Waite. In fact, she technically didn't give them to me. I just started using them so much, she was just like, have them. And I think she's got them back at her house again, because I went through a period, especially like late teens, early 20s, I was moving around a lot. 'Cause I didn't go straight to university. I went to go and explore. Nothing exotic, like, you know, backpacking across Europe. My exploration was go work formal jobs to double check that I actually want to go to uni, right? But I was moving a lot. So I left a load of stuff with her, and she ended up getting the cards back. And then through switches and changes, and I got this deck. Later on, got the Rider-Waite deck. Her cards just want to stay with her. I didn't have any problem using them. They like me because they're my mum's cards and I'm her child, right? But I think they just wanted to stay with my mum. I'm like, let them be, you know. Oh, you can make your own illustrated tarot. Yeah, you can. It would just take me so long, and I'd obviously refuse to AI it. I mean, that would be like that would be a gross abuse of spirituality. Not that I'm against AI and tarot, which brings me on to that sticky wicket. So I have friends that will use AI for tarot, and then they will send the results to me and double check that it's accurate. And I say yes, but the thing is, it's pretty much the same as somebody who doesn't do it intuitively. That's the meaning of the card, take it as it will. Which can be good if you're practicing, you know, and you want to use your own intuition on it. But often people don't use it that way. They take the result as gospel, and then I'm like, yes and no, because the AI overlooks lots of little nuances that I don't think with intuition. Obviously the background I've got, so I'm very well read in different types of religious texts, from Christianity, Judaism, Islam, right down to the old Gnostic Christian texts, to the Tibetan Book of the Dead, the books of the dead and the living from Egypt, all of that, right? And then also the Gospels of Jesus that were banned. I go well down the rabbit hole, so I know a lot of symbols and synchronicities and things that aren't spoken about that they're absolutely not going to train the AI algorithm on, because it's taboo, right? So that's where I struggle with it. And also, absolutely, I'd say this to anyone across the board, absolutely do not ask the AI to pull cards for you. Now, if you want to use the AI, fine. All right, I'm not going to stop people doing this. Pull the cards yourself in real life like this. Take a picture of it, send it to the AI. Because what it will do, if you ask it, pick 3 random cards for me, if you have said anything to that AI previous to that conversation, it will pick cards that are based on your life and whatever it wants to tell you about it. It doesn't randomize the cards. It does the most relevant cards, and that is cheating. No one would go to a human tarot reader who did that. A human tarot reader that somehow did that would just be disbarred or whatever, being banned or cancelled from the community would be. Oh, hello, Best Jambala. I'm not doing like one-to-one readings on this stream. I'm going to do all the readings like I normally do in the timers check-in. We're going to be going from Aries to Pisces and the live stream, so everyone gets their reading for their star sign, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. I don't do one-to-ones like this. I do have one-to-one readings. They're down in the description box of any of my YouTube videos. I should probably get a website. I should probably put it in my description for the channel. But if you just go and select any of my readings, the general readings on the channel, you'll see all my live readings there. How did you find contact with your guides? Did you meditate or did you hear them naturally? Oh, well, that's a complicated one. So my guides, I can tell you about them. I know who they are, but I don't know them. I don't know this much detail from me. I know it from my mentor, who is a natural psychic. She is absolutely excellent. Her name is Joanna. She won't mind me giving her a shout out. I believe she's subbed to the channel. I don't know if she's watching today though. So I have 2 guides. I have one that stands roughly behind me here. She protects me, okay? She's a Brienne of Tarth kind of character, right? And then I have a younger one. She died old, but she identifies in the afterlife as being around 17 or 18 years old. Now, she has shown me what she looks like. Actually, I put up a piece of artwork, and she showed me that way. Now, she's the one who comes and goes with the messages. She flies around all the place. Now, that's only I only know the details of them through my natural psychic, because I'm not that strong yet. Watch this space. But then I've also had dreams. I mostly get contacted through dreams, usually out of my control. I am not good at meditating. My mind is way too busy. It's usually I'll go into a dream state, usually after something that's happened that's been quite upsetting or emotional for me. And then I've just been taken off into other places which are not, I wouldn't say they were dreams, no, by the guides. So that's how I make contact. That's how I know that they're there. I can ask them, but they're also busy, and I feel bad asking them for anything for myself. They absolutely love doing the readings, though. I double check in with them all the time. They love it. They're all about it. They're like, it's about time we got doing this, Lydia. Ideas of synchronicity. Yeah, synchronicity is everywhere. There's no such thing as a coincidence, as they say. Super guardian angels, absolutely. I saw a man as well as your spirit team, around 30. My spirit team, around 30 plus. Now, the thing is with spirits, right? They always tend to, most of the time, apart from my youngest guide, they will manifest around their mid-30s. So my dad died at 65. He manifests around the age of 33. I've seen him myself a few times on the other side and in this realm as well. In fact, I go to my psychic to talk to him when I'm like, I need advice right now, Dad. Not next week, not my next deep dream. Like, stuff's going down. So he manifests around in his 30s. It's very, very common. Very common, especially if you go to watch like a lot of people that have like NDEs, like near-death experiences and stuff. There's a really cool podcast called Next Level Soul. The guy who runs it is Alex. Do you know what? I've got to remember all of these so I can drop them in the description box when I finish this stream. He has an excellent wealth of resources and people that have well documented spirits, the other side, the nature of existence, the nature of reality, and how that not just like, you know, floof. He has like neuroscientists on the show, how it maps in with reality. Science even says if you strip behind the veil, the universe is just a series of ones and zeros, right? Simulation theory. It's wearing a black suit. Do you know what? I had a dream not that long ago about a man wearing a black suit standing at the bottom of my bed. He had one blue eye and one brown eye. And I thought it was the human spirit of my dog, because my dog has one blue eye and one brown eye. Was it quadra? I can't remember what it's called. There's a name for that anyway, when you've got two different coloured eyes. Alexander the Great had that too. He had one blue eye and one brown one. It's very cool that you can see these things. No, I'm not offended. I'm very much at peace with my dad's passing. Took me a while to get there, as it would, because, you know, losing a parent's hard for anyone. But I get to see and speak to him all the time. And I know he's happy and I know he's fine. He's like, well, at least, you know, I got to escape the pain of, like, old age. He went out relatively young, you know. So he's fine with it. He's cool. In fact, he's got more family on that side than he has on this side. He haunts my mum, though. He will not leave my mum alone. She's very flattered, though. She misses him, as we all do. David Bowie. I do like David Bowie. I was trying to get my daughter to watch Labyrinth the other day, but she wasn't having it. She's got ADHD. She's 5. And I just got her to sit through her favourite film, and it's her favourite film is Stitch, and she managed 45 minutes. So to get her through the Labyrinth, I was like, we've got to wait a couple of years for that one. I absolutely love, it's cool. I was going to I'll show you a picture of him, but I don't have him. And then I was going to go get him, but he's not here. Yeah, my dog, I've got Husky. We've got one blue eye, one brown one. He's gorgeous. It's about this big. And he comes swanning in here. So anyone who has dogs, or anyone who knows Huskies at least, Huskies only come to you when they want fuss and attention and love. Otherwise, they don't want to know you. They're like roommates. They just coexist in your environment, right? And then now and again, they want your attention. And they talk to you. They don't bark. And his favourite food is carrots. So he comes in the living room going, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, you want a carrot? He really does. Runs to the fridge, sits there, and I'm like, I wanted his carrot. It'd be completely vegan if it was up to him, so I do mostly feed him vegetables, but to vet's recommendation, I try and get some meat down him, you know. But he likes what he likes, you know. You can't force people. You can't lead a horse to water, or in this case, a dog. It's common with Huskies. Great dogs. They are great dogs. Yeah, need carrots. Carrots broccoli stems, and then he ate me completely out of carrots and broccoli. The only thing I had left was an aubergine, which is a zucchini for people in the US. And I gave it to him and he was looking at me like, what is this? I'm like, well, don't knock it until you try it. So he tried it and now he loves them. Now we've got to get them in as well. It's great. I also have a French bulldog. She's spotty with a tail. Yeah, my dogs are weird. They are like me, of course. But my husky, his name is Blue. He's like my part-time timeshare dog. He's technically my brother's dog, but my brother works late. So when my brother works late, which is half the week, he's with me. And he's just gone to my brother's today. Hello, Monica. Welcome to the stream. Oh my God, 24 people. I was like, I'd be lucky if I get 3. If I got 3, I'd be like, we made it, Lydia. We made it. 24. Awesome. What kind of tarot decks are on your table? Right, so we have, so this is quite cool. I never use this one because it doesn't have any major arcana. This is an original deck from Spain. Not Spain, sorry, Italy. It's actually playing cards, but I like them because the playing cards were based on the tarot. So we have wands, we have cups here, 9 of cups, but it is just a deck of playing cards, and people thought I was very weird how excited I got about it. We've got the Wildwood. We just went through the Wildwood. I've got this deck of crystals. Now, I'll be honest with you, when I bought this, I thought this was a tarot deck, but it isn't. It's all different kinds of crystals and how they are used, what they mean, what their ancient origin is. And we have pyrite here. I was just talking about pyrite at the beginning of the stream because I actually have some pyrite just here. And I was actually really grateful that they were. I sometimes have used these for the timeless checker before because they do have words like creativity, calming, love and fortune. So they're pretty cool to use. I might crack those out again in a couple of weeks. But they don't foretell anything. They just give a vibe, you know. And then we've got the After Tarot. I don't know if any of you know these ones. Well, you would do if you know the channel. So this is the original Rider-Waite, but it's like what happens just after the Rider-Waite, which is very cool. There's also Before Tarot. I might get that one next. I'm undecided. Did I mention the Spirit of the Animals deck? We'll either use those today or I'll probably fill in the pocket archetypes today actually. And then we've got the Divine Time Oracle deck. Now I do like this deck. The thing is, this deck freaks people out. So I don't use it. They're like that because it'll say, you know, when's my love coming, and then if it comes out right and it's like, oh, next February, they start getting really mad at me. So I'm like, I'm sorry. Then this is Rider-Waite but round. I use these for the 4 aces. We have the Egyptian Art Nouveau. I call that the Spill the Tea deck. That's my clarifier deck. And then of course the beautiful Wandering Star, which my best friends bought me, and I love them. And then we've got the Above deck and the Below deck from the Book of Shadows. I have them all in my description box as well at the end of my readings too. Yeah, they are all cute. I love them. Do you feel death in a reading, or is it card combinations? And would you say, do I feel death in the reading? Yes, but not often. It is not the preferred way that Spirit likes to deliver such news. To be honest, they tend to steer away from it because it's one of those that it's so complicated and Spirit already knows it terrifies people enough. They'll never tell you unless there's a really good reason. I'd say in all the years I've been reading, I've probably had it once. And it was because the person on the reading already knew. I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know. It was a blind reading. You know, they sat down, I pulled the cards. But the person already knew that it was pretty much going in that direction for a relative of hers. So Spirit was like, okay, well, they're in on it. So we can discuss that. But Spirit doesn't like to deliver that news, no. Not through tarot, at least. If Spirit does, it's usually through... They don't even like doing it through dreams. If they have to, it might be like that. Or synchronicity. Or usually gut feelings. But most of the time when they do, it goes ignored anyway. So I was told in advance when my dad would pass away. But I was like, that's just me and my anxiety. But I knew. I had one of my guides actually almost shook me at the top of the stairs. Well, they said, just go back, kiss him goodbye, tell him you love him. I mean, in my head, in reality, he was just in bed asleep. So I was like, I'll just go, and I was like, okay, you know, I was just like, see you tomorrow, Dad. I was just dropping him around some crumpets. I was like, see you later. But they were like, no, you really need to say goodbye. I'm like, okay. So I did. And then the next day, he was gone. So I'm grateful for that. And the last conversation I had with my dad was very loving. It was, I love you. Goodbye. Nobody gets that on an unexpected death. Nobody. And that's because I finally was just like listening to my intuition, right? What is your most memorable reading? Oh, that's a good one. What do you mean, like one-to-ones in front of, like, yeah, I'll go with one-to-one readings. The most memorable one? I'd say the one with the best outcome, I'd say, because that's how I always remember it. So I had someone approach me for it was actually a career reading. I don't get many of those. And they were like, yeah, just I need to know about my career. And I was like, well, you got your job, and then you've got this other thing you're doing, and that's not growing because you're focusing too much on this main job. Now, I would not normally give that advice because, you know, I don't want people to trade in stability for like a dream and a hope and a wish. But the cards were insistent, and it just kept coming up. Like, they need to leave that and do this and just have a leap of faith. They just need a blind leap of faith. And now he's one of the leading people in that niche in this part of the country. And he still thanks me to this day for that. So I actually, that's one of my most memorable. I'll not be surprised as about a quarter of a bunch of people come around to see this. What with the live? Oh, we're on 29 views. I'm going up and up and up, guys. Have I missed any? I'm also sorry if I am a bit delayed with the comments. My stream for some reason is about 5 to 10 seconds behind, so I'm not ignoring you. I will get there. Do you see psychic dreams often? Yes, I do. More often than I did, if you want to say often. So my most recent one was I had a dream about somebody I had not seen or spoken to in 10 years. I didn't have them on social media. I didn't know what their contact number was. I didn't know where they were. I didn't know if they were dead or alive. I hadn't thought about them once in that whole time. And when I woke up, I was like, I couldn't even remember their name. I was like, oh my God, that was that guy. A guy I used to talk to like 10 years ago, and he's someone we used to just, we spoke briefly once, and it was a day later that day, he added me on Facebook, and we are now friends again after all this time. How amazing is that? So yeah, it does happen. The more you open up your intuition, especially if you're reading tarot, it just broadens beyond that as well. I guess I've always been a bit of an empath, a very strong one. I can sense people walk past me when they're in a mood. I used to be a therapist. It was very helpful for being a therapist. Okay, do you know what? I've been streaming now. How long have I been streaming for? I should probably get on with the readings, right? Probably. You're probably thinking, hang on a minute, I don't even know how long we've been... Oh my God, we've been streaming for 48 minutes. Yeah, I've got to get on with the reading. Whoops. It's just so lovely talking to you all. Right. Let's get on. We will crack on. Right, I'm going to do the pocket archetypes. We're going to start with Aries. We're going to run all the way through to Pisces. This is just going to be like the timeless checking, guys. I will keep checking over at the chat as much as I can. Ask you for a paid reading in time, weeks, months. Oh my goodness, don't worry. I do not worry about having to come in to ask me for paid readings or anything like that. I've left the stream unmonetized because I don't want your viewing experience interrupted by a silly advert. But the ads do a bit of payment for me. But I love live readings because I can get into your details, right? We can get into it and you can ask me loads of questions. Anyway, let's go. Right, for the collective, we are starting with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Hello Aries, if you're watching now or in the future, welcome to your timeless check-in. Let's start with the Lover. Do you know what? Strong start, eh? Strong start. Okay, the Lover for Aries. Let me show you that there. My loves, the Lover. So you're either loving someone or someone be loving you, Aries. Let's take a look. Oh, Devil in the bottom of the deck as we're opening, but let's not count him, Aries, because we haven't started shuffling yet, have we? Okay, can you show me lover for Aries? Ooh, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please remember, no clarifications on the timeless check-in. So let's just see what's going to be for Aries. The lover, please. Thank you everyone as well coming in for the chat portion. Those of you who could make it. If you couldn't make it, I'll see you next time. Those of you watching this later. Okay, right, let's go. We have, Five of Wands. Wow. See why we saw that devil there, right? The Magician and the Page of Pentacles. It's almost, Aries, like you're saying, you've learnt your part in a fight. I imagine with this lover person. So you learning about how you might have caused it, like taking some responsibility. I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have done that. Maybe this was well overdue for you, Aries, but you were acknowledging here, like, yeah, I might have caused that. Okay, right. Can I get any more on that, please? For Aries, current energy, the Hanged Man. There's a pause. Okay. The Nine of Wands, not surprised there. King of Cups. You still love each other, Aries. This ain't over. This is almost like a fight with a sibling. And I'm not saying it's that. It could be a fight with anybody, but it's like, it's one of those people you have in your life where you're like, I can fight with them, but they still know I love them. And like you to them and them to you as well. But at the moment you're kind of not talking to each other. You're letting sleeping dogs lie for now, Aries. Okay, right. Can we get an outcome, please? An outcome. The Tower. Well, the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor. I think this Tower needed to happen. I don't know what it was. I think you might have been going a long time without saying anything, or it's just built up, or maybe they were doing something knowingly. I don't know what caused the fight, but I think it was needed. It's almost like a storm that comes to cleanse foggy air. The Emperor, that's your card, that puts you back in your power. It's breaking something that had become quite stagnant in your energy with the Four of Pentacles, classically being the Miser card, especially with the Emperor. That's actually stubbornness, and you're kind of admitting over here you might have caused something. Don't shoot the messenger, Aries. But the love's still there, King of Cups, and the lover is in the overall energy for the reading. Yeah, the Tower's broken something, but I think it needed to be broken. Not the connection. Not the connection. Just sit and lick your wounds for a little bit, Aries. It's all going to be cool. All right, let's get some universal advice for you, Aries. The Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, there's an opportunity here for you to chill with whoever this is. So this has really cleared the air for someone. It's either you or them. Ace of Pentacles, that's an opportunity, a real world opportunity. Four of Swords is alignment, and the Nine of Cups is happiness, generosity, and emotional management. I mean, not a bad place to end up from the Five of Wands there, Aries. Okay, Aries, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. Hope that it helped. Check the description box for my readings. Drop a comment if you're watching this back. Lovely to see you. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one, Aries. Take care. Alright, thank you for opening up to us. Love to know you better. Do you know what's been so lovely to sit with the chat and actually talk to you and get to know you guys better as well. And thank you for being open and answering all our questions about tarot. Of course. Absolutely, of course. Any day. I'd stream every day if I could. And so many questions, you have to come back and ask more. Don't worry, I will timestamp this, so if anyone's watching this back, you don't have to listen to me talking to chat in between readings. Okay, right, we're going for Taurus now. Hello, Taurus, welcome. This is your timeless check-in for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus, please. What messages do we have for Taurus? The Heart. Lots of love energy in the collective today. I love it. The Heart. I think the live streams just brought us like a new zest for love and connection. Beautiful. Let's make this weekly collective. Let's lock this in. Okay, the Heart for Taurus. What's going on? You're either healing, my love, or you're falling in love, or you're just connecting to your heart space, the Great Divine, the Great One. Let's see what's coming forward for Taurus, please. Whoa, Taurus. Taurus, please. So look. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, as always. All placements welcome here. There is a link in the description box. As we end in the live as well, the live description box, if you don't know your birth chart, check that out. I'm not affiliated, it's just a cool site. Right, so all these came out together, the Seven of Wands and the Magician. Somebody's been up to no good here, Taurus. I hope it's not you. I don't think it's you. The Eight of Wands and the Six of Wands, and someone thinks they're getting away with it. They've told you something. Someone's being very charismatic here, but it's sneaky. It's got manipulative undertones. And they're like, yeah, everything's fine. It's like a snake oil salesman. I don't like this. Okay, can I get some more energy for Taurus on this, please? The Sun, the Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. Well, yes, Taurus, I suspect you are. You are bamboozled by this person. Two of Pentacles is instability. I know this is you because this is Pentacle energy. You're an Earth sign. Page of Pentacles is trying to make sense of the Two of Pentacles, the Sun. You're kind of going along with it though. You're going along with it. I don't think that you're going along with it as in you're being taken for a fool with this person. I think you know something is off. You definitely know something's off. But you're like, almost like sitting back and letting them reveal themselves in time. Rather than call them out. I mean, maybe you don't have evidence. Sometimes that's the best way, do you know what I mean? Let people get themselves tied in knots in their own lies and mischief. And it all comes out in the wash. It's like, you know. Good. No one can get past the Taurus. Okay, we have the Chariot. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. We speed up there. Yeah, and then Knight of Swords, you find out. Something confirms it. And you speed up. You start making moves in a direction, and as you start moving, you get faster and faster and faster. I believe away from this energy. I don't know what they're trying to sell you, but Taurus ain't buying. Okay, right. Can I get some universal advice for Taurus, please? Taurus. Also, the Sun is also clarity. What I was getting from this Sun was like, you're just like, okay then, but you. It's like entrapment a little bit, Taurus, I'll be honest with you, but I like it. Knight of Swords, you get your truth, it's revealed. The King of Swords. The King of Swords only deals with truth, he only deals with logic, clarity, then he makes his decisions and he decides to go somewhere steady. The Knight of Pentacles, all knights are movement, Taurus, and that is your knight. Okay, let's get some universal advice for Taurus, please. Universal advice for Taurus. We have the Chariot again, and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, I don't know what they say to you, but it makes you run a mile. The Ace of Wands, quickly. And then the Four of Cups. Thank God that's out of there. Don't bother me again. I don't know who or what this is. Your universal advice is also to get away from it. Yeah, go Taurus, go. Run Taurus, run. The Eight of Wands and the Chariot, yeah. 2 chariots across 2 decks. That's a pretty strong movement there. And the Eight of Wands is communication, but it's also universal energy rushing towards you or pushing you in a direction. And then we have the Ace of Wands. 4 of Cups is, I never want to see that again. No, thank you. Anyway, Taurus, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. Thank you for joining me. Check the description box for my one-to-one readings. I hope you're well, Taurus, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for sharing your energy here with me today. Take care. Okay. Oh, Sylvia Rock, thank you. I'm really, really great. You're really, really great too. You're the best. Hey, thank you for joining me. Thank you to everyone on the stream, whether you're chatting or not. I have a slight delay between what I can see and the chat. Sorry, I just noticed, Sylvia, you're also a Virgo. Hello, my love. Virgo fam. I'm a Virgo for anyone else who doesn't know. So I'm a few minutes delayed, so if you do drop a message, I will read it. It'll just take me a few minutes. Okay, right. Let's go. Moving on to Gemini, please. Gemini. For Gemini, we have the womb. Okay, we are either physically with child, or someone you know is, or we are incubating something, a brand new beginning. The womb is an incubation period of an idea, of a new situation, of a hope, a dream. You're either sitting on it like a chicken sits on an egg, waiting for it to flourish and thrive, but you're tending to it in some way, whether it be big or small. Okay, can I get the womb for Gemini, please? Oh, these two today. Okay, so we have Temperance. Yeah, that's time. Put my teeth back in. The Knight of Cups. Judgment. Yeah, you're making a decision now to work on something. You're like, okay, the time is right. Judgment. Doing it now. Knight of Cups, following your heart space there. Temperance is balance and time, so you realise it's going to take time to reach the end of this goal. But like I said, it's the incubation period. You're moving towards something with love. The Five of Wands, yeah, you know, because temperance is also patience, and you've got some energies you might have to be patient with along this road. The Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a very busy card today. You have what it takes to overcome whatever objections people have about whatever it is you're doing here, and there will be objections. There will be. I don't know what it is, Gemini. Maybe you don't even know what it is. It could come across your path in the next week or so, because these are for a week, 2 weeks. Thereabouts. They will. But the thing is, don't worry about the objections, Gemini, because you're showing me quite adamantly you almost have rehearsed things to say to them that will just cut to the quick. So I'm not worried about you at all with that, Gemini. Okay, can we get an outcome for Gemini, please? Outcome for Gemini. Four of Cups. Also a busy card today. Death and the Nine of Pentacles. I'm going to put myself first for a change. That's Gemini's energy this week, and I love that. Nine of Pentacles. That's your resource management. That's yourself. That's your confidence. That's your independence. Whether you're attached or not, you can still be independent, right? Death, change. Telling me that is a changed state for you. You're normally probably putting other people first. And the Four of Cups, a little bit of you is it's going to be hard for emotionally. If we have a bit of a people pleaser. Now, I'm not calling you out on that, Gemini. I have those tendencies as well. It is hard to overcome when we think that we're disappointing people or letting people down. But this is something that you really want to follow with your heart. You want to see where it goes. It's like a now or never kind of energy. Could be you connecting with a person and maybe your family or friends won't approve. Or it could be you starting, I don't know, an art business and all your family are anti-art. Somebody, do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get you some universal advice, please. Universal advice. Universal advice, please. And hello to everyone. We have even more people. 38 people. Wow. Wow. Thank you, guys. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the 2 of Pentacles. And we have the 8 of Swords. Yeah. Good. Good, Gemini. The universe is echoing back your sentiment, which tells me you're following your intuition. This is important, whatever this is, and the universe is echoing that. It is important. The 10 of Wands is burdens, but it's actually just responsibilities. In your case, one that is chosen. You're doing something that's not going to be easy. The 2 of Pentacles, that's challenge from others. So others might not understand, they might not approve. But the 8 of Swords is just keeping focused in your mind. You're like, I'm going to keep out any negative thoughts or any thoughts of trying to stop this because I know this is right and I know this is aligned to me. It's about time Gemini did stuff for Gemini first and other people later. Good, Gemini. I'm proud of you. All right. Thank you so much, Gemini, for sharing that lovely journey with us. I hope that it helped you. If it did, drop it in the comments once I publish this, or also if you're on the live, brilliant. If not, don't worry about it. It's going to be posted and up here for all time, Gemini, for you to view whenever you like. Anyway, all my one-to-one readings are in the description box. And until next time, my precious gems, take care. Okay, next up we have a Cancer, my cool crabs. Curator, I know that you are listening closely now. The Cancer Collective is live. Okay, Cancer, let's get you your Taurus check-in message. Cancer, please. Here should be Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, Cancer. What is it? What could it be? The Poet. Are you a writer? Do you know a writer? Is somebody good with their words? Because a poet doesn't literally have to be a poet. It could be someone good with words or someone who talks to you a lot. Or you're a poet. You're good with your words. You like talking to people. Self-expression, basically. That's the poet. A poet could just be someone who paints. Some people, or even cooks, I've even heard that term. He's a poet with his cooking. Yeah. Anyway, Cancer. What's the poet? Why is the poet here for Cancer, please? The poet for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The poet for Cancer, please. 2 of Cups. Well, okay. You're aligning with something, Cancer. 4 of Wands, something committed. And the Chariot, you're moving towards it. So I don't know if you know this energy yet or not. because there's a movement of towards. If you have met this energy, it's only just and it's moving forwards. It seems the connections that you met together, partnership, then the emotions came, which is really the right way of things, no matter where you see it. You know, even if you go on a date with someone, you've got to meet them first, then the emotions come. Or if you're a friend with someone, you're friends, then the emotions come. Or if you're a colleague, depending on the partnership, don't mix work and pleasure if you can help it though. Okay, right, let's get some more information on that, please. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Two of Swords, something's not being expressed. The Hermit, for sure it's not. The Seven of Wands. You're like, I'm not telling them that. No way, no way, no way. Or them to you, I don't know, I'm not clarifying. Someone be keeping secrets about how they feel. But so deep down though, Cancer, their secrets have secrets. I don't know if that's you. That can be typical of Cancers. You can kind of shy. There's at times with this kind of thing. But you're like, no, they shall never know this. Okay, alright, Cancer, your secret's safe with me. Let's hope they're not on the live stream. Okay, Temperance time, right, Orion, the Empress and the Queen of Swords. You're like, I'll tell them in time, when the time is right for me. And I think it will work, and it will be good, and everything will go according to plan. Thing is, you can never, I mean, I'm not here to rush you, Cancer. I'm really not here to rush you to do anything. I trust you, because it's coming from Queen of Swords. It's just your natural element's a little bit shut down at the minute. The Two of Swords is a notorious the card of keeping water out, and you're at your best self when you're in water. But I trust you on this one. There's going to be a reason. But you're like, I'm not going to say anything until I'm guaranteed maximum results. That's the Empress, because the Empress grows things. That's why it's poet, because in poetry there is timing. Got it. And then Temperance is time, patience. You're like, I'm waiting here, I'm gonna wait. Now this could be you, this could be someone else. I'm not clarifying, so I don't know. You can reverse these roles, of course. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Cancer, please? Universal advice for Cancer. I'm not sure that absolutely this could be someone that you have no idea, because notoriously this person in the middle is not saying anything. So this is either an energy towards you, Cancer, or you towards someone else. If it's someone towards you, you would have no idea at all. But someone that you know, you've met at least once anyway, or will do soon. These readings are for the next week or two. Okay, advice please. Oh, Five of Cups. Oh, the King of Wands and the Six of Cups. This is a soul contract person. Okay, the sadness. The universe is acknowledging sadness, but you're coming out of it now because it's a Five of Cups sadness. So this is a lady dancing on her regrets, kind of like, you know, I'm not going to regret that anymore. I've got lots to celebrate, especially with the Knight of Wands. So you're a busy bee. We're looking at busy Cancer. But when you meet with this person, it's like, whoo, the passion goes up even more. I mean, I'm looking at Cancer, seems fine by themselves, still doing a little sprinkling of healing. And then, whew, fire. Nice. Okay, Cancer. Sorry, I'm very hot in here. Sorry, I'm having to drink while I do this. Anyway, Cancer, I'm going to leave the reading there. For you, I hope that it helped. Drop it in the description box if you want a one-to-one reading. And in the comments section, I'm always hanging out down there. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Okay, next up we have our lovely Leos. How are we doing, Leo? Welcome to your timeless check-in. Let's see what's coming forward for you, my lovely Leos. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What message do we have for Leos today? Ooh, whoa, Leo, where are you going? Oh, you got the heart as well. Who just had this? Was it Gemini? Was it Gemini or Taurus? I think it was Taurus, actually. You got the heart. Heart's filling up. Heart is full, or you're healing. Something going on with that heart energy, Leo. And that is where you shine, I believe, actually, because each of the zodiac signs are associated with a part of the body. For example, Virgo is the stomach. I believe Leo is the heart. So this is something to do with self as much as the actual heart space. Okay, Lion Hearts. What's going on, my lovely Leos? My Leo Lion Hearts. I think that might have to be your new channel name. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, please, for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Leo, please. You show me Leo. The Magician, you're doing something. The Eight of Cups, without someone else. Justice, absolutely, Leo. Wow, okay, so we're looking at a Leo that moved on from something and you're like, it's right, it was the right thing to do, which by you telling me that tells me that it was something difficult for you to do. Leo is a fixed sign. When you get your claws in, it's hard for you to unattach. It took a great strength of will, but it was right, and the further you get away from it, the better you feel, and you actually start getting back into your manifestation energy. And you know, manifestation energy comes from the heart, right? So people say, do you know what, sit and do a mood board and your dreams will come true. It's half of it, I'd say a quarter of it. No, first it needs to go in your conscious thought, then it goes into your subconscious thought, then it goes down to your heart space, and then the universe can read what it is that you want, and it starts coming together, right? And that's why your heart space was clogged, because it was attached to something unhealthy. But you're correcting that, Leo. Well done. Okay, right, let's go and get a bit more on that, please, for Leos. Four of Cups. Oh, okay. Page of Pentacles. Hearts. The Nine of Swords. Okay, now I'm looking at a Leo that's made great strides. However, you don't realise that you have made great strides yet. You're like, but, I still think of them. Oh, I still dream of them. I'm still up at night upset about it. I'm learning how to live without them. I'm learning how to let go. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. That should all be celebrated as part of healing. That doesn't mean you're failing. And grief, there's a grief attached to healing, right? That just not a straight line. Just because you're experiencing these things doesn't mean you're less healed than you were 3 months ago or whenever this was, or that the path is wrong. But you're learning that. Page of Pentacles. Learning to let go emotionally. Four of Cups. And it's not easy. You're in your head a lot. Nine of Swords, but I wouldn't be surprised, Leo. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, something abundance coming in. Beautiful. Self-care. Six of Pentacles. The World. Oh. Right, Leo. So when this drops out, cuts out completely. I'm saying when you get to the point where you're no longer in Nine of Swords over whatever this is, you're not even thinking about them anymore, that's when the cycle closes. Another energy comes in, but it's not telling me what it is. It's saying another energy comes in, starts giving to you something in the form of pentacles. So this could be a job, or it could be a person, because pentacles are resources, it's time, attention, money, whatever. Queen, it makes you feel great though, Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is good because she only invests in things that invest back in her, and it's balanced because that's what the Six of Pentacles is about. Equal, give and take. You've also learned the lesson of being selective of where you put your emotions as well. Probably more selective than you were before. It's a lesson you needed to go through in order to get to this balanced energy that ultimately puts you in a glow up. But you're just healing your heart, that's all. It takes time. You're not failing, you're not behind. You're right on schedule, Leo. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Leo, please? Universal advice for Leo. You are very welcome, Kirito. Very welcome to everyone else who's joining me today. Thank you so much. This has gone like 10 million times better than I thought it would. And thank you, Leo, for being here with me. Okay, let's get you some universal advice. Can I get universal advice, please, for Leo? Universal advice for Leo, please. The Six of Wands, yes. The Queen of Pentacles, again. The Five of Stones. Do you know what I said about you being a fixed sign, you know? You're kind of living up to that at the minute, but that's what we expect. You're a Leo. It comes with the territory. So yeah, something comes in that makes you feel wonderful. You start winning at something. I have a feeling it's work. But I think you may have left behind a person. Doesn't have to be, but that's a vibe I'm getting. But you start winning in other things. And then in the background noise, you still miss this person. Like, oh, it'd be great if they were there. It's alright, Leo. As long as good things are happening to you and you're taking care of yourself, which I can see you are, I'm not worried. It will pass. You might also be a little bit... have your lonely moments. I can't see it going on for ages, to be honest, because the Five of Pentacles is not like a massive card in terms of like time. 5 months max, 5 weeks. I'd say it was more than 5 days. Certainly not 5 years. Let's hope not. I don't think so. But I'm going to say about 5 months, yeah, maximum. Which takes us around, what month are we in? Oh my God, it's Christmas. Do you know what? Let's not talk about 5 months' time. Anyway, Leo, thank you so much for joining me here. I hope that helped you, darlings. All of my one-to-one readings are in the description box below. And until next time, my lovely Lionheart Leos, take care. Okay, next up we have Virgo, my vivacious Virgo collective. How we doing, Wagwan Virgo? Welcome to your timeless check-in. The first live one, Virgos. And sorry if I keep looking over here, I have a live chat, but I will timestamp these bits out so people watching back will just see the readings, so I'm not rushing that. Hello, Christina, my lovely Virgos. Is that AV Brow or is that Av Brow? Hope it's all been well on my side of things. Absolutely they have been, thank you, and I hope they were well for you too. And thank you very much, everybody. Let's get into the Virgo collective. Right, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Oh, well, hang on, who is that, Virgo? Someone popped out for you. The King and the Warrior. Virgo, who is this? You got 3. Oh, yeah, do you know what? Have them. You got the King, the Warrior, and the Mystic. If that's all you, Virgo, I'm very impressed. I don't think you need a tarot reading today. If this is someone you know, woo! This is... To bring those energies down to earth, this means someone who knows how to handle their business, someone who's very protective and also nurturing in ways, but in the masculine form of nurturing, not the feminine. And then the mystic, spiritual, or at least aware. Okay, beautiful. 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck though. Yeah, well, you don't get to this kind of energy without having a couple of 3 of Swords in your past, Virgo. Right, let's get to the energies, please. Why is the King, the Warrior, and the Mystic? Sounds like the beginning of a joke. The King, the Warrior, and the Mystic here for Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. A King, a Warrior, and a Mystic walk into a bar. Okay. Okay, give me a little bit more info on that. The 8 of Cups, well, that was that 3 of Swords explained. The High Priestess, wow. And the Knight of Cups, well, Virgo. Again, I don't know if this is you or someone you're meeting. You're so up in your heart space at the moment, but you're showing me... There's a lot of leaving behind today. You showed me you had to leave something behind, but the thing that you left behind, you feel very spiritually attached to still. It's kind of a beautiful goodbye, actually. It's almost like goodbye with love from Virgo. You're not on my path anymore. I don't need you on my path anymore. You've served your purpose, but I send you off with, you know, a love and a packed lunch. Meanwhile, your heart's just full and you're thriving there, Virgo. But again, there's still this element of I'm leaving something. But you're leaving with gifts. I think whatever experience you had has probably heightened your intuition, or at least connection with high self, with the High Priestess being there. But these are super aligned energies on your path. That's beautiful. Okay, we have the Devil. Well, there we go, Virgo. Need we say more? Okay, why is the Devil still here, though? 5 of Pentacles, the Fool. Something or someone is blocking your beautiful brand new beginning that you're now trying to let go off to get. I have a feeling it's probably not the first time it's done it either. So it's like you start this brand new beginning, you say, c'est la vie, past, I send you off with love, and you're all peaceful over it, and then you're going along, a little bit of time passes where nothing happens, and then this attachment turns up, and I think it's this attachment you're trying to leave behind. And when I say nothing happens, I think, Virgo, you might be expecting some fireworks when you get on the new path. No judgment. I've had many new paths. I'm a Virgo and I do the same thing. I'm like, do you know what? This new beginning is kind of boring. And then the Devil appears. And the Devil makes work for idle hands, Virgo. Okay, right. Let's get an outcome on that, please. Justice. Okay. The 5 of Swords and the 6 of Wands. Oh, you just walked right past it. Oh, thank God. Okay, so whatever this devil energy that's coming towards you, I'd say soon. You just, it's like you know it for what it is. You give it a little tip of the hat. You're like, I know your game, sir, madam, child, whoever this is. And Justice, you're like, I know what's right for me. I'm going to keep going in that direction. Well, to be honest, with these energies and with these energies too, why would you go in any other direction? I think this is you, Virgo, King, Warrior, Mystic. Because this kind, whether you're male or female, we're not reading genders here, Virgo, this kind of situation, it's a masculine energy pushing through a barrier. The barrier here is the devil, but it's coming from someone else, not from you. Someone who pops up, tells you can't do it, or tries to entice you back. It's like that. You push through it because you know, you're very clear. You've got all of your ducks in a row, Virgo, and your shit together. I like it. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Virgo? Not that you need it. I mean, anyone try and get Virgos that way this week? I just wouldn't. Universal advice. Universal advice, please. Mystic is a high priestess. Let's see if we can match them all up. The king. Well, the knight is on his way to becoming a king. Okay. You're on your way to being king or queen. Warrior. Most likely this. No, I'd say probably this Six of Swords energy here. You have to get your warrior hat out a little bit, Virgo, but that's okay. We can deal with it. We've got the Eight of Cups. That's you moving on. The Ace of Cups. The Queen of Wands. You're on the way to something that you both want and resonates with your heart frequency. You already knew that because you got the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups' ultimate goal is to move towards the Ace of Cups. Even if he has to leave other things behind, he'll do it. And that's what you're in the process of, my love. It's beautiful. Hello, Virgo. Hang on, where's my deck? There it is. Let's put it back. I don't know why I keep putting it back. I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, drop it in the comments below. And don't forget, all the details of my one-to-one readings are down in the description box. Anyway, Virgo, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for joining me here. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Right, how's chat doing? How's chat doing? Yeah, it did sound like a superhero movie. This is King, the Warrior, and the Mystic. Virgo, you're being greedy. Cross-watching, jumped on a whim, dealing with a Virgo with a heavy addiction. Ah, there we go. Devil energy, addictions, absolutely. And power of prayer. Prayer makes you unstoppable. It's, prayer is connection to the Great One, the Divine, God, however you believe in, Source. It just gives you a little superpower boost. Okay, next up we have Libra. Hello, my lovely Libras. Welcome to your timeless check-in. First live version, Libra. Oh, and you've got two straight out the gate, Libra. You've got the Shadow and you've got the Lover. Well, this is kind of sneaky, Libra. Shadow and the Lover. Hang on, how's my... I have to check how my nail varnish is. Nail varnish is doing. Okay, the Shadow and the Lover. So either someone is hiding affection for you, or you've got a lover who's being shady. We're going to find out, Libra. Okay, Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Why do we have the Shadow and the Lover, please? I mean, you could have a lover dealing with their shadow, but you know, usually it's not the case. Usually it's something else. Okay, not always, but sometimes. Right, the Shadow and the Lover for Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Shadow and the Lover for Libra. Ace of Cups. New love. Gay. Knight of Swords. Moving towards Wheel of Fortune. There's been lots of changes. This could be a lover in the shadows. It could, to be honest, with the Wheel of Fortune being here. The Wheel of Fortune is karma. Knight of Swords. Moving quickly towards Ace of Cups, brand new beginning in love. Let's pull some more cards, get a bit more of a picture on this. Can I get a little bit more on that, please, for Libra? Three of Cups. Wow, okay. Page of Cups. Two of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Someone's coming in, Libra. That Two of Pentacles is a bit throwing me off a little bit. I'm not clarifying. They're coming from a shaky place, though. That would be the Shadow. So either you don't know them, literally they're in shadow to you because you don't know who they are, or they've been keeping this under their hat, so they're a little bit nervous. The Two of Pentacles could also be a bit of a nervous energy. It's like, do I, don't I? Do I, don't I? Page of Cups is offering of affection. It's only small. It's just not, you know, it's a little kiss on the end of a text. It's not declarations of love yet. And then it ends in a meeting. They're coming together. Three of Cups is coming together in celebration. Literally going out for drinks. I think someone's going to ask you out on a date, Libra. So either you know them and they're going back and forth on asking you out on a date, or you don't know them And they're still going back and forth and asking you out on a date, but you're totally clueless. It's just that Wheel of Fortune indicates this is someone who's come at the right time, or at a karmic time when needed. The Eight of Swords in reverse, I like to see it in reverse, Judgment, and the Three of Wands. This is someone at a distance to you, yeah. Either in time or in geography. Judgment, a moment will come and you'll know all and it will make sense. That's the Eight of Swords in reverse, because the Eight of Swords to your right is being imprisoned in the mind, and also being blinded and blindfolded and not knowing. In reverse means all will be revealed. Oh, mystery. Libra's got a super admirer. Hello. Right, let's get some universal advice for Libra, please. Universal advice for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Libra, please. Universal advice for Libra. The Empress. The Nine of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. Don't do anything, Libra. Basically, the universe is like, don't go looking for them. Don't try and guess who it is. You'll be wrong. Don't do anything. Don't do anything at all. The universe has got this one. You can sit this one out. You just tend to yourself, take care of yourself, manage you do what you're already doing. The universe is working on this one. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. The Empress. She's just minding her own business in her garden, and so is the Nine of Stones. That's pre-Empress energy. So you're doing something for yourself at the moment that's totally separate to this. Focus on that. The universe is bringing this one round for you. You don't need to go out looking. It's going to land on your lap, which is it's nice and easy. Easy for some, isn't it, Libra? Anyway, Libra, I'm sure you deserve it. It's hard out there, guys. I know. Right, thank you for being here, Libra. I hope the reading helped you. If it did, drop a comment, and all the details of my one-to-one readings are down in the description box below. And until next time, Libra, I'm going to love you and leave you. Take care. Right, chat, how are we doing? Okay. Charm House, you're not taking over the energy. Your energy is always welcome here. Do you know what? Collectives go in cohorts. When we're all born under certain signs and certain placements and all that, yes, we are individuals. Yes, we experience the world individually, but also between that, we are in cohorts that are going through the same energies, but they manifest differently to different people. Like, for example, loss is the easiest example. Loss can be a death. It can be I lost my handbag. It can be I lost my best friend, or I lost weight. It's the same energy. It's just manifesting differently. So don't feel like anyone's overtaken. There's enough energy here for everybody. There's your ascendant. Is that Libra? Yeah. Are you like, how are we? Thank you, Charm House. I appreciate that. Scorpio. Moon and Venus. Yeah, don't worry. We're getting into Scorpio now, guys. We're getting into Scorpio. Okay. Right. My Scorpio is my best friend is a Scorpio. Double Scorp. Anyway. Scorpio, please. Can we get messages for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Scorpio. Well, hang on. One just flipped over. Yes, that's it. The dead end. Sorry, Scorpio. No, to be honest, sometimes dead ends are exactly what you want. It depends what it's about. Kind of dark. Stop. Wait. Just because it's a dead end doesn't mean that you're off the path or off your journey there, Scorpio. Or you're putting in a dead end for someone else. You're telling someone else to stop and leave it alone. Let's see. The dead end. Can we see? Why is the dead end here for Scorpio, please? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Dead end for Scorpio, please. The Five of Pentacles. Well, okay. The High Priestess and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you tried to get something going. There's another energy here. I can't see it though. I can see you responding to it. You're like, yes, come on, let's do this. I don't know what you're doing. But intuitively, you're like, I know this is wasting my time. Okay. But let's see why. Let's get more info on that. Are you correct? Or are you imagining it? Okay, this could be career, it could be a person, it could be just getting your dog out the house for a walk. I don't know. Ten of Swords, yeah, you're just ending something. Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. You and this energy, it's like one of you is really passionate and then the other one's very logical. Either way, it's just not jiving. You've got different ideas of where you want to be, where you want to go, how things should be done. This could be a work colleague. They have their process, you have your process. You're mostly aligned, though. It's so close. very close, but you're like not quite, and then you both of you kind of go meh. Ten of Swords. Right, okay. Well, that seems like a shame, because I mean the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords can get a lot of stuff done together. But anyway, enough of me putting my tuppence in. Okay, we have the Empress, lovely, the Queen of Swords and the Four of Cups. Okay, right, no, calm everyone. Time moves, I think, because I'm just seeing the energies cool right down, but in a really good way. So emotions, I think an emotional thing happens here, and you kind of, do you know when you're not agreeing on the rules of a game and someone just flips the board? It's like that happens, energetically speaking. Then the emotions cool down, then you get to thinking, and then Empress is productivity and growth. I think you start talking again and get into some kind of, I can't say for sure that you're with this person by the end of this, because I'm not clarifying, but I know you, because this is your energy responding, is like, well, do you know what, I think we can come to some kind of compromise, and it's something that you're happy with the Empress. You feel like you're growing, and it's good, and it's fine, and it's flourishing, and it's okay. So I'm hoping this is just a little monopoly board flip, a little disagreement, because you're so closely aligned with this energy. The King of Wands in reverse. Well, yeah, okay, that's good. The Tower, and we've got the Two of Swords and the Page of Stones. Now, I'm not saying this is you, Scorpio. I don't think it is you, but there is somebody in your environment that is learning about emotional regulation. I'm not getting it's you. I mean, I think that you responded to this incident probably in turn. Like, you know, if someone gets mad at you, you're going to get mad at them back, right? But this is the Page of Stones, Page of Pentacles is learning. The Two of Arrows, Two of Swords it's kind of like when people push their emotions down, it's not good. They're trying to regulate between pushing them down and expressing them. Then we have the King of Wands in reverse, and in this deck, the King of Wands is a barrel of snakes. He's in reverse, good. He's simmered down. King of Wands is also passion, fury, anger. And then the Tower. So the anger happens in the moment. It simmers down quite quickly, though. And then I think you're okay, but you think you just need some time to just sit out around, go have a cup of tea and chill out a little bit. Anyway, Scorpio, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, drop it in the comments. And, of course, make sure you subscribe. We've got all of our other readings, a few other placements during the week as well, and all of my personal readings in the description box. Okay, Scorpio, thank you so much for joining me here, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Alright, how we doing, chat? How we doing? When it collapses again, tired of this dance. Yeah. I got that. It's very up and down. Very up and down energy, like, oh, here we go again. Monopoly board goes over. You know, I mean, I never judge anyone for that, because emotions are extraordinarily hard to control. They come from your amygdala, which is like your brain that's like back here, the lesser evolved part of the brain. And your amygdala is 8 times stronger than your prefrontal cortex, which is where your reasoning and logic lives. So it takes a lot of practice to not get overwhelmed by emotions. You know, so I never judge anyone. I mean, I stay away from people who are emotionally crazy, but I don't judge them. Anyway, sorry, I went off on a tangent there. Next up, we've got Saggy. Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to your reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, my love. So what's coming forward for you this week, Saggy, my Sagittarians. The Poet. Okay, we've got the Poet again. Who just had this? Was it Libra? Can't remember. Do you know what? My memory wipes. After I've done like 3 readings, I can't remember the 3 before that. It's, yeah. Right, for Saggy, the Poet. Someone's got some words for you. You've got words for someone else. Okay. Let's have a look for Saggy, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Sarah. Oh, 7 of Swords in reverse, and the 9 of Cups in reverse. It came out reverse. We take it reverse. That's a rule of the channel. And the Knight of Wands and the Emperor. Well, yeah, you're telling me you've uncovered a deception, but you're not happy about it. Why wouldn't you be happy about it, Sag? It doesn't make sense. You're in your element more or less. You've got the Emperor here. And you've got the Knight of Wands. That's your Knight. Emperor is Aries. That's your element. Why are you not happy about this deception being uncovered? But I mean, you're not going to be happy. So if you uncover a deception, then you find out that someone's hiding something from you. And people always hide things from you that they think are going to hurt you, unless it's a surprise birthday party. They now make allowances for hiding things. I need a little bit more information on that, please, for that to make sense to me. So, Sergi, spill the tea, please. What's going on? The World. Something ended. What was it? End of a cycle. 5 of Pentacles. That's you. 9 of Wands. Well, that's your minor arcana. Teeth back in. That's your minor arcana card. This is an old wound. This is an old wound. This is someone you've known for a while. Something, and you're like, I've just had enough. I think. Okay. So you've uncovered a deception. You're unhappy to uncover the deception because it's not the first time you have uncovered this deception. There's multiple deceptions. And that Knight of Wands is just, so fed up. It's like, I'm so furious, I can't even be bothered to be furious anymore. Do you get that? You don't even know where to start. The poet, poets do. They twist their words. They manipulate their words so you feel a certain way. That's the whole point of poetry. Is it not, Sag? Is it not? Whether your poetry is used for good or evil, right? Okay, can I get some outcome cards on that, please? Outcome cards, please. The 3 of Pentacles. Okay, you have other energies that are not this. Great. The 10 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. That's you, my love. You go to other people about this. The 10 of Swords is pain. It's not necessarily an ending, although I do see the World here. This is in your group of people, your community, a friend, a family member, something like that. I'm not seeing direct lover, but could be. Brother, sister, someone like that. It's like you go then to other people and you're like, look, they've done it again. What are we going to do about this? And I think you're whoever this is or whatever this is, you are ready to cut ties with it. Okay, can I get some universal advice, please? Whoop, universal advice. Sorry, that was the worst shuffle ever, Sag. No, it won't do. It won't do. Not today. Not for my Saggies. That's better. I'll accept that one. Okay. Whoa. Okay, Sag. All right. I'll explain in a minute. Do you know what? I learned to deliver reading for Sagittarius. You guys are so funny. You're like, no, I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm gone. Right? Even with the 3 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups, 5 of Wands. You've done this before, though, Sag. Now, I believe you. I do believe you are done. I do. Pole Star. Now, this is... I love this card. It's probably one of my favourite cards in this deck because the Pole Star is the star, which is a brand new beginning, a new wish, a hope, and a dream. And the fact that the Fool is also in this card is stunning. You are so done with this, whatever it is. 3 of Pentacles. I believe the other energies around you are also done with this. Wheel of Fortune. Something changes, though. Something random occurs that you don't expect. Ace of Cups. This is new love, but it's also just a brand new emotional beginning. It doesn't have to be love. Love can be. But then there's a conflict over it, the 5 of Swords. I don't know who's conflicting with you over it. I think it might be this person of the deception you uncovered, this poet we're talking about. Or it could be your own inner conflict. I'm not clarifying. That often happens. The guilt of leaving someone behind who may need you or that you've known for a long time. So this is an old wound. But you do need a new emotional beginning. You're just exhausted, Sag. You're absolutely exhausted. So I don't blame you for that one. And I think other people in your energy are exhausted too. Anyway, Sag, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope they help, my loves. If it did, drop it in the comments. And all my one-to-one readings are down in the description box. And with that, Saggy, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next one. Take care. Okay, next up we have Capricorn, my happy Cappies. How we doing? How's chat doing? How we doing? I'm doing great. Thank you, Sylvia. Do you know what? I'm feeling great. I'm glad I'm doing great. I was a bit nervous coming on today. I would admit. I was a little bit nervous. I do get nervous, if you would believe. I'm very introverted. I know. You know, I know I appear like a extroverted person who's born extroverted. Absolutely not. This business took a lot of work. Saggy here. Hi, Diana. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. I'm a Saggy Moon, Diana. I'm a Saggy Moon. So I'm part of the team. Seven of Cups. Oh, scares me the most. Respect it and understand it, but that the vibe of the card. The Seven of Cups. With the confusion. With the clouds and stuff. Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's confusion, it's illusion, it's disillusionment, but it's also a choice. It's the only card in tarot that shows you multiple choices. The only other card that speaks to choice is the Lovers. That's an aligned choice, but a singular choice. The Seven of Cups says you have several different options, even though you can't see them, even though you might feel confused, even though you might feel abandoned, alone, or whatever. You always have a choice. There's always a good and bad to each card. So every time that card scares you, remember, it's also telling you you have a choice. Anyway, sorry, wrong deck. Our Cappies, please. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. Your time is checking. Let's see what energies are coming for my happy Cappies today. This should be your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Capricorn. This should be Capricorn, please. Cappy. Capricorn. The poet again. I don't know who this poet is. I got the poet. I mean, you just saw me. You all saw me shuffle this, right? We got the poet again. I don't know who this poet is. It's the third time he's turned up. I think it's our responsibility as a community to root out this poet. If it's the same person causing grief to us all. The poet for Capricorn. Cappy, if you missed it, go over to the Sag reading. You might find that interesting. And who else had it? No, Taurus had the heart. I think it might have been Gemini? Okay, the poet for Capricorn, please. Poet for Capricorn, whoever this person is. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, the poet. What does Capricorn need to know about the poet, please? Quite a bit, apparently. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The Five of Cups in reverse. I don't like this energy, Capricorn, I'll be honest with you. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups in your right. This is another manipulative energy. This is probably the worst one I've seen though. This person, the thing is, the reason this is the worst one is because they know what they're doing. They are very much aware. This person is not emotionally all over the place. I have a feeling they are presenting to be overly emotional, overwhelmed, overstimulated, a little crazy, but I don't think they actually are. They're explicitly pointing to their emotions, especially Five of Cups in reverse. I mean, that's like sadness, grief, depression. It's like, no, I'm not. Especially next to the Nine of Cups, that's wish fulfillment and emotional management. Good emotional management. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, don't like that. That's a false opportunity or an opportunity withheld. Then King of Swords in reverse, unclear. This is the card of clarity. He's the king of clarity, the king of logic. He knows where it's at. He knows what it's about. He's also the only king that looks directly at you. And he's in reverse. He's like, nah, you've not got the full picture with whatever this is. I don't like that at all. Okay, can I see a little bit more on this energy, please, for Capricorn? A little bit more, please, for Cappy. Three of Wands in reverse. I keep picking the step reversed. Comes out reversed. I take it reverse. They're coming in towards you. Three of Wands in reverse. King of Pentacles. The Devil. I mean, that is you, technically, Capricorn. But I don't like it's in the subconscious energies here. I like when I see a devil for Capricorn, meaning you, it's usually up in the consciousness line. So obviously you know you're a Capricorn. I shouldn't be here. But the devil in the subconscious, that's a devil you can't see out in the open. This is probably a previous attachment in some way, or they have some distorted attachment. King of Pentacles, long-term investment, as in I think you've known this person for a long time, or they have some distortion attached to them that's been there for a long time. They're moving in quite closely though. 3 of Wands in reverse. I don't think they're quite here yet, but I'd say matter of days. 3 days, 3 hours, 3 minutes. Okay, right. Careful, Cappy. Watch out. Okay, a little bit more on that. We're not even reversed this time. I put the deck the right way around. We've got 2 of Cups at the bottom. This is somebody that you know for sure. 8 of Swords in reverse. Oh, good. The 3 of Cups, good. The Tower, yeah. They come in suddenly. They interrupt your good time, Capricorn. But that 8 of Swords in reverse is the blessing card. You know their game. I don't think you know quite the full extent of it. I don't think you need to know the full extent of it. What you know now is enough. Get out of there. You don't want to know anymore. Don't want anything to do. It's not even energetically. It's not nice. It's mucky kind of energy. Okay. Can I get some universal advice for Capricorn, please? Universal advice for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Queen of Cups, self-love. The 4 of Cups, ignore this one. 10 of Swords, get rid of it. The universe has always got your back. So the Queen of Cups is self-love, loving oneself, so you can love other people who deserve it, okay? And she's swimming upstream to go place. I think they have their eggs upstream, the salmon. It represents a great deal of work it takes to loving yourself and loving other people. 4 of Cups is literally keep that cup away from me card. You've already got a lot of love around you, a lot of support, thank goodness. You're not on your own. That's coming in many forms from different directions. People don't really want you attached to this energy. If there are people here who know about who this is, it's not one of them. This is not an inner circle person. However, they probably present as such. The 10 of Swords is endings. Now in this one, it's actually instruction. And it means that, yeah, the universe is telling you, put an end to this one. But also you learn something from this process as well, Cappy. Anyway, Capricorn, spooky one. But I really hope that it helped you. If it did, drop it in the comments. And all my one-to-one readings are down in the description box below. And with that, Cappy, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next one, take care. Okay, chat, how we doing? How we doing? Saggy Moon was on point. Good. I'm glad, thank you. Poet, oh yeah. We've had lots of poets in the house today. Do you always need crystals when laying out the tarot cards? No. The reason I lay the crystals out the tarot cards is that some of the tarot cards have naked images on them, and YouTube flags them if I have them out on the table too long, and I get demonetized. It probably looks like I'm doing something cool and mystical, right? And you're like, oh my god, what does that mean? Does that card get a power boost? No, I literally, it's a practical reason. I have to cover up like tatters and YouTube doesn't like it. I've known it, I mean, it's not all the time because sometimes I do forget, but I've known a couple of tarot readers have their content either demonetized or removed entirely because of some of the imagery on there. There has been a community pushback on it from the tarot readers and YouTube because YouTube should allow and does allow nudity in the form of art. Like, you know, you watch documentaries about Michelangelo's statues, you wouldn't see a single statue. All of that kind of thing was censored. And tarot is art, but they're being very, very slow updating that policy in their AI and whatever other tools they use to scan thousands and millions of videos. So until I get confirmation from YouTube that this is now being classified as art, as it should be, I put the crystals over because, you know, I don't want anything taken down. I don't want strikes against the channel. Cause it's not about money, to be honest. It's more about channel strikes. Because if I get so many channel strikes, I have to remove the channel and no more readings. And the channel's more important, guys, as I'm sure you agree, because I want to give you the readings. Community first. Anyway, I think that's everything. Yeah, if that answers your questions. Here's the war voice. Aquarius, I love that. Do you know what? I said that in the reading. And someone approved it, so I was like, was it you? Did you approve the water boys? I was like, okay, I can use it then. Even if just one Aquarian says that's okay. I'll use water points. I think it's cute. I do. Okay, Aquarius. Well, welcome to your timeless check-in. Let's see what messages are come forward to you. I hope to God it's not the poet. Anyone tuning in late to this, we've had the poet like 3 or 4 times today for all the other readings. Okay, Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, the Pilgrim. Okay, I'll accept that one, Aquarius. The Pilgrim. You're going somewhere. Someone's coming towards you. The pilgrimages are not just, you know, going to a holy place. You don't even have to be religious to go on a pilgrimage. It's just it's really traveling spiritually in a direction, either to self, your understanding of self, your self-improvement, and even trying to build up a business for yourself is some kind of pilgrimage, right? It helps you grow, it matures your energy with experience. Something like that's happening for you, Aquarius. Or it might not be that deep. You might literally be going to Lourdes or something. The Pilgrim, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's basically travel with learning, and travel can be physical or metaphysical. Okay. The 5 of Pentacles, that does have pilgrim vibes, I will say. The Chariot, yeah. And the 3 of Swords, okay, yeah, I get it. It's kind of, yeah. So something hurtful, harmful, you want to move away from it. It's one of those, it's almost like I'm getting the impression that it's kind of coming to the awareness that the things or people that hurt us the most are often the ones that we also miss the most. And how paradoxical that is. So if someone hurts you, you want to run a million miles away from them, right? But then the other half of you is like, but I want them to give me a hug because I'm hurting. They're like the only source of comfort, even though they're also the source of pain. Something like that. Okay, right. I'm getting a lot of that in the Aquarius collective here. The Aquarians are really, I mean, you've got Pluto in retrograde in your sign at the moment. So I'm getting a lot of this kind of energy of like, not only just you leaving things behind, but also mentally digesting the lessons behind it as well. Which is Pluto retrograde energy all day long. Page of Wands, you're opening up though. The 8 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. You're getting an incoming message from someone who resonates in your frequency quite nicely. I don't know if it's this person you left behind, or it could be a friend or close family member. It's someone in your close circle. It opens you up a little bit. You're not opening up like doors flung open, red carpet rolled out, but you're opening the curtains and maybe letting a little bit of air in through the window. You're like, okay, fine. I don't know if you've got a friend here. It's a support. It just gives you a little boost that you really need, and you start looking to the future really a little bit more positively. Page of Wands is preparing to go on a journey. He's preparing for travel. He is pre-pilgrim energy. So you're not alone on this pilgrimage you're on, Aquarius, so that's good. I like that for you. The Hermit, yeah, that is the pilgrim manifest. 7 of Cups, we've just discovered the 7 of Cups. Can be a scary card, it's not a scary card. Well, it can be. It's confusion, illusion, you're trying to sort out your thoughts, but it also is choices. There are choices coming in, and yeah, you're separated from someone. 9 of Pentacles is the singles card, but you're managing it. You're actually doing really well. I think you're doing a lot better than you're giving yourself credit for, actually. Materially, in your 3D environment, you're managing, you're getting there, despite all this going on. The Hermit, you're learning something, and the Hermit is the pilgrim of the tarot. If you could easily be called a pilgrim. He just doesn't move. He's more in a cave, but it's the same thing, which is inner reflection. Woo! I'm so sorry. See, this is the thing with lives. You get to see all this nonsense that goes on in the background that I usually get the luxury of editing out. How clumsy I am. I don't even know how that happened. But oh, hang on. This is why that happened. We got the cards. 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands. Okay, we got it. Sorry, Aquarius. They wanted me to see those. That's why they came out like that. I didn't even do anything. Did you see that? I just picked up the deck. Spirit be odd. Anyway, a 9 of Cups. So you're working towards your own wish fulfillment, and you're in instability. So that's where you're redirecting your energy. If you're not, that is your advice. Your stability physically is going to give you a lot of comfort. You need a little bit of predictability at the moment because you're going through a lot of spiritual change. Then the Five of Wands is actually empowerment through struggle. Oh God, I shouldn't have lifted that up. Can you see some of these cards are a little bit risque? Hopefully I don't get flagged for that. But this isn't a monetized stream anyway. The Seven of Wands is the moment. Try and keep any problematic energies out until you've figured this out. Then you'll be good. Then you can jive. But for a minute, the universe is keeping you a little bit isolated just while you figure through this portion. But whoever's with you, make contact with them, keep them close. Otherwise, you're growing, Aquarius. It's actually a beautiful energy, and your ultimate destination is here. This is the Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment and blessings. And then the Ten of Stones, home. So you're either moving towards a home, or your home is becoming very enriching at the moment, or there's something. Home is also Ten of Pentacles. Home is also your people, your crew, your family, your best friends, something like that. Something's emerging from you in that environment, your community. Otherwise, you're good, Aquarius. Sorry for my little card mishap, but we got the cards we needed. Anyway, Aquarius, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please leave it in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here in the Zen Den. And I'll see you in the next one, Aquarius. Take care. Did you all see my little throwing of the cards? I don't even know what happened. I picked it up like this, like I normally do, and it just went woof. But I get weird things happen like this to me all the time, and I don't know why. It always surprises me every time, even though I know. I mean, come on. Of course they do. The spirits be spiriting today. Okay. Yeah, cool card trick. Thank you. It's my card trick. I don't just do tarot, I also do card tricks. Let me just give them a shuffle, make sure that energy's out there. It seems whatever they wanted for Aquarius was super important. Okay, we're on to our last but not least, our Pisces people. Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading. Oh, I didn't even really get to say anything, but I'm going to let you have it. This for your timeless check-in for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates, leave the rest, reverse the roles as you see fit. I haven't said that for anyone else, but you guys get it. You've got the Sword, not like you, Pisces. This is very airy energy, but let's see. But you're cutting something out, or you're declaring something, taking action on something. So we'll see, Pisces. We shall see. The cards. Oh no, that was the other deck. That was the Wildwood. Should be very, very shuffled. Okay, right. The Sword for Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Sword for Pisces, please. The Sword. The Sword, please. The Sword for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm probably very shiny as well because I haven't had I haven't moved from these lights for like 2 hours almost. So sorry if I'm a bit shiny. I'll get a fan next time. Anyway, Pisces, let's get you to your reading. We have the Five of Wands. Who you be fighting with, Pisces? The Knight of Cups. I'll fight you with love. And the Eight of Swords. You don't want to fight, that's why. Okay. Alright. There's a conflict around you of some kind. It could be an inner conflict, it could be competition. Either way, you don't really want to be involved. You're like, I kind of have to be, so you're limiting involvement, and when you do get involved, you're doing it as kindly and gently as possible. You just want to move past it. You don't want to, you're like, oh, do you have to deal with this? Okay, right. Okay, well, I get you. I get you, Pisces. I can be like that too. I have Pisces in my south node. Okay. Yeah, can we just get along? Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. The Five of Pentacles, that's not happening though, is it, Pisces? And the Two of Swords, you're going to have to say something. Two of Swords, it's almost like because you're not getting involved, you're telling me all the time, I'm not getting involved, I'm not getting, no. That's the Eight of Swords, that's the Two of Swords. Both of them are emotional suppression, and the thing is, you are Pisces. You thrive in water, and these are there's a puddle on that one, Pisces, a puddle, and then this one, the sea is behind her to represent that she's not going to express any emotions. But the thing is, while you're not really expressing any emotion or opinion on this and trying to be neutral and trying to keep the peace, it's going on longer than it needs to. The Five of Pentacles. I think if you, I'm not saying pick a side for the sake of it. The Sword is about taking action. You've got to take some kind of action. You've got to play referee here. You know, you've got to throw down some red cards, Pisces, and call people out on their BS sometimes. Okay, right. Can I get an outcome, please, for Pisces? An outcome for Pisces, please. The Knight of Wands, there we go. Thank you. Judgment, great. The Nine of Cups, yeah, good. You're listening to me, Pisces, thank you. Nine of Cups is emotional management, so you're showing me, yes, I'm going to come and take action towards it, but I'm still going to do it in a very emotionally managed way. You're not going to be kicking and screaming at anybody, which is great. Judgment is making a decision to intervene in something, you know, to get something going, to change something, and you go in with the Knight of Wands, you know, with passion, with like, firm. You're showing me, I'm going to be fiery, but I'm firm, but you're not going to be out of control, which is it's good, Pisces. Very measured. Oh, good work, Pisces. We got there in the end. Okay. I don't know what this is. I don't know who this is. This could be between colleagues. I'm getting a little bit more competition. Maybe you should throw your hat in the ring to some kind of competition because you'd probably win, but you kind of don't want to because you're a Pisces that doesn't really want the spotlight. You're not really bothered, but it would show them. I don't know. Or maybe you're going for a job. Or there is literally a fight between people you know, and you're the only one who can kind of smooth things over, but you've got to kind of say some things, I don't know. Anyway, let's get some universal advice for Pisces, please. Universal advice for Pisces. Universal advice for Pisces, please. The Two of Swords again. The King of Wands, good. Then the Ten of Pentacles. This is your home environment. This is family. This is friends. Or it could be Ten of Pentacles is also career. Could be work. Two of Swords. That's you now. Not saying anything. Just going. I'll bide my time. I'll bide my time. And then the King of Wands is the King of Timing. As much as the King of Wands, and he's one up from the Knight of Wands, by the way. So the Knight of Wands is a little bit uncontrollable by himself. But I trusted that you had your Knight of Wands under control, Pisces, because you're showing me such good emotional management here. And conviction. And the King of Wands is basically this energy in one card. Yes, he's a king of passion. Yes, he can be a bit of a fuck boy energy. He can. But he is also the King of Timing. People don't give him that credit. Intervening at the right time. He has self-control. And then the Ten of Pentacles, you bring stability to whatever this situation is. And that's why you're needed. You can't sit on the sidelines on this one, Pisces. You need to bring stability to the table. Reason. And you do. Alright, Pisces. I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, drop it in the comments. All my one-to-one readings are in the description box below. And until next time, Pisces, I love you and leave you. Take care. Well, that's it, everybody. That's our first live. Done. It went so fast. I went an hour over schedule. That's crazy. So, I'm going to have to shoot off because I'm going to have some explaining to do as of my absence. But I'll time it better next time, guys. I'll probably be even longer next time. I might start the stream a little bit later. But we will see. But I'm so glad. 83 people. Someone just joined. I'm so sorry about signing off. But the recorded version will be up. I will put the timestamps on as fast as I can. Bear with me though, I am a one-man band. And you are very, very welcome, Christina. Anytime. We'll do this every week. I really enjoyed it. Great reading. Thank you. Well done. Thank you. Thank you, Monica. Bless you. Bless your heart. And is there a timestamp for Cancer? There are no mods. There are no mods. It's just me. It's just me. I'm not big enough for mods. There will be eventually mods. What I'll do, this is for Lilbit 5532. I will be posting this to the channel after reading the live is done, and then I will add timestamps. But you'll have to just bear with me. Give me like 20 minutes, half an hour, because I've got to go check on something first. I should have been jumped off like an hour ago. And Kirito, you're welcome. It was so lovely to like meet you, I guess, virtually in person. We have such a lovely back and forth in the comment section. By the way, guys, I'm always in the comment section chatting away there, so don't forget to hit me up. And thank you. I appreciate you too. I appreciate every single one of you. This has been absolutely incredible. This is more than I could have possibly imagined for our first stream ever. I should have done this before, but I got some bad advice. People going, oh no, don't do a stream. You might get like 2 people on there, and then it tells YouTube that you're not very good. Which I guess, yeah, that happens. But I just wanted to do one because I thought it'd be fun. And you know what? I was right. You guys are the best. Right, yeah. Like, share, and subscribe. Do you know what my daughter says that? Do you know when I could go, oh, baby, I'm going to go do some recordings now. She goes, don't forget to tell them to like and subscribe. She's such a YouTube king. She really is. Oh, thank you so much, Lydia. Thank you. Absolutely. I don't have memberships. I should think about doing that. We will see. We'll get the lives. We'll get a good flow with the lives, and we'll see how that goes. And then maybe I'll do extended readings through memberships. Maybe I don't know. I haven't thought that far along. I just absolutely love being here with you all. Right, I'm going to have to jump off. I don't really know how to do that. Maybe the end stream button will be a clue to that. But I shall see you all in the next one, my loves. And thank you all for your support. I'm so touched that you're all here with me today. Take care. Bye-bye.